WWE 2K25, the most leaks we have seen so far in this video. Join us on Discord where we're giving away a free copy of the game. But we are going to be talking about things that have been leaked, such as the Island of Relevancy and how that is going to work. We have a person on Twitter that has got so many of these leaks right so far, and I thought I'd incorporate this fun little video because it's kind of how I envision the Island of Relevancy. But what about you? Let us know down below. We're also going to be talking about the newly teased Chain Wrestling, which has been an extremely contentious debate amongst the fans of the game. It's a 50-50 split, with many people wanting it to come back, and also a lot of people who didn't ever want to see the sight of it again. I fall in the latter. I'm not a big fan of it. And of course, we've got some humongous news on the WWE 2K25 a Bloodline showcase. We're not just going to be controlling Roman Reigns, we're going to be controlling other superstars, and I want to see this moment play out in the showcase. It's probably the most infamous Bloodline moment, the honorary Uce finally betraying Roman Reigns. But what do you want to play in the showcase mode? Like I say, comment down below. But number one, most hated bunny has been talking, and he has said so much. Are Enofi and Blade, Hank and Tank going to be in the game? He has reached out and he said he's wondering why their names that haven't been received so far. Then someone has said, in using the video we played earlier, this is how they see the Island of Relevancy playing out. Drew has a new entrance, heel Drew, and you know how he came out with that hideous smirk. I'm hoping that does make it into the game, because that would be amazing. We also see here that Carmen Petkovic is going to be in the game. The number one hated bunny, didn't know who she was, but she is definitely in this year's version of the game. So Carmen fans, you are going to be extremely happy with that information. Female legends that are going to be back in the game. We are getting Victoria, Jacqueline, Tori Wilson, Mickie James, Alundra, Blaze. That is awesome. Oh, and we're also getting Luna. Male wrestling legends. We're getting Aka, Sika, Brian Pillman, Bam Bam Bigelow makes a return. The Great Khali are finally becoming a superstar in the game. We're getting Psycho Sid, Jesse Ventura, and we're getting so many more. In the NXT format, we're getting Ethan Page, Lexis King, Lucian Price, Bronco Nima, Orlo Mensa, Jevon Evans, Riley Osborne, Charlie Dempsey, Eddie Thorpe, and Sean Spears. That is just incredible. We know we're getting over Femi as well. So far, we're unsure on Meiko Sanomura because she's going through contract negotiations. She may or may not be in the game. The female NXT superstars debuting. We got Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Sol Aruka, Elektra Lopez, Julia, Jada Parker, Jasmine Nix, Lash Legend, Tatum Paxley, Ava as a manager, Ariana Grace, Jakara, and Lash Legend. So many new superstars. We've already covered at least 30 new superstars. And then number one most hated bunny has also got confirmation for us here with just how many superstars will be in this game. Kiana James, Alex Shelley, Naomi making a return, and we'll talk about her attire a little bit later as well. Paul Ellering, Amanda Estrada, Papa Shango, Jesse Ventura. There are so many brand new superstars and returning superstars coming in this game, and we want you to let us know down below just who your favorite is and who you are most excited to be playing as in WWE 2K25. And it is shaping up to be the biggest ever WWE 2K game. Remember, people have said that the Judgment Day will be on the deluxe edition of the game, but people are also forgetting that this is a Bloodline related game. Certainly looking into Bloodline matters. I'm wondering if it's going to be maybe Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. But who am I? I'm not a leaker. I'm just reading what these people say and delivering the news out to you. But who do you think is going to be on the deluxe edition of the game? And we have also got the likes of Penta, who has been scanned and mocapped and is making his debut in this version of the game. A little bit more on that later, because there is big news when it comes to Penta in this version of the game. What else have we got? Bunny is just stating that a lot of what he has said for WWE 2K24 and 25 has legitimately been put in the game. So make sure that you follow this guy on Twitter. So far, it's highly speculated that the new matches coming to the game are the Underground matches and the NXT Underground matches, the I Quit match, the 3 Stages of Hell, Inferno, and I am led to believe that potentially Buried Alive as well. That is 6 amazing match types. I don't think all 6 will make it into the game, but if they did, 2K, take my money now. Just take my money. And arenas that could be making a return or a debut into the game. We've got the Bad Blood Arena, Backlash France, WrestleMania 40, King and Queen of the Ring, Bash in Berlin, and NXT No Mercy. We got the Wyatt 6 being available in the base game. Every member of the Wyatt 6 is updated. Dexter will have the long hair and face paint. Eric Rowan with his debut attire. Uncle Howdy with an update. Nikki with an update. And of course, we have got Joe Gacy with an update as well. This is a burgeoning WWE 2K25 roster with all new updated attires. And speaking of that, Jey Uso also has the Yeet attire, but he's going to have multiple models. So we're going to have past itinerations of Jey Uso as well. AJ Styles has his heel turn in 2024 attire. So that's brilliant. We've also got the North American Championship, Trick Williams, or the attire when he won that. His chance will also be there for the crowd as well. Jada Parker, Ava's manager, Jasmine, and Bull Nakano. It looks like Naomi, we spoke about her earlier, is going to have her Royal Rumble 2024 attire. And that's a beautiful attire, so I'm looking forward to that. Julia and Penta were all scanned prior to their debut, similar to last year's Jade and CM Punk. So 2K is set to feature them and of course make money off them as a DLC. A lot of people are thanking World's Most Hated Bunny, and he's just saying that he's giving the love back as well. All Bloodline members are in. Roman has the new OTC attire. Solo has the new updated entrance Tribal Chief. Jey Uso has been updated and so has Jimmy. It looks like Seth Rollins has his corner stomp move in the game as well, which is incredible. Only 4 names mentioned. It will be in last year who didn't get revealed. What's that question? People are saying that he's wrong, but he only got 4 wrong last year, so that's not a bad ratio. We've got breaking news. We've got F10 over Fenway, Springboard, Moonsault, Psycho Trap, Ego's Edge, GG Driver, Spinning Springboard Splash. So many more moves. We'll go into that a little bit more in more detail later as well. As we said, Kiana James, who many people were worried about, Alex Shelley, Naomi, Kalani Jordan, Tatum Paxley, all in this year's edition of the game. So it's going to be great. We're looking likely that we are going to get Goldberg, and it's a new model, a new scan. We're going to be getting Victoria, Jacqueline, as we said, the Great Khali. All those people on your screen are going to be in the edition of the game. New tag titles for both brands is going to be there. We've already heard that the women's and, the women's Intercontinental and US titles will be in there. Maurice is going to get an update. We've also got JD and Carlito with their new gimmicks. Pure Fusion Collective, Trick Williams, BFAB will be playable this year. Wendy Chu, Final Testament, Solo, Roxanne, American Made, A-Town Down Under, LWO, all going to be in the game. Pat McAfee has been scrapped and all his team of people are going to be booted out. Nobody wanted them in the game last year, so glad that they're not coming back this year. We saw all the people that aren't returning to the game. But we got Lexus King and his dad, Akam Razor, Tonga Loa, Tamatonga all in the game. It's going to be good. We're going to be talking about Universe Mode in a minute as well. And you guys are going to want to hear about that because it is something spectacular. Bunny gets a lot of hate for some reason. I don't know why, but this guy gives us all the news that we want. He's just defending himself, giving himself a little bit of credit, a pat on the back. I think he deserves it. Go and follow him on X. I keep calling it Twitter, but it's not now. So it looks like the island is going to be an online version or an online mode. If we check down here into the comments section, Bunny has said, you can interact with friends, explore life at the Performance Center and multiple locations held by WWE through a series of seasons. Create your own wrestler to explore with, and you'll be able to challenge other people on the server. Create stables with your friends and pretty much enter into championship matches. So the island is going to be an online mode. Let's hope the servers can hold out. But big news when it comes to the island of relevancy. It's going to be a moneymaker. It's going to probably have in-app purchases as well, microtransactions to improve your person. Whether that's kind of your jam and your cup of tea, for me, I am very much more into the universe mode and keeping it sandbox, realistic, and having fun. Creating my own wrestling brand. Andrade, Charlie Dempsey in the game. Kenny Bomb, just saying, Kenny Bomb, another fantastic YouTuber. Go and check him out. Said the island, by God, he was right. Again, another thing that everyone hates Bunny, or Bunny's most hated. This guy got right. Every superstar from female to male legends have been given in a major upscale. Even the likes of Lita and Trish, Undertaker are going to look extremely polished this year. Titles are polished. 2K has implemented a whole revamped system. That is huge. Universe mode is going to make a lot of people happy. He's not going to go into it, but there are big changes and returning features, which of course are going to be the Universe mode promos and the show intros. I just hope they get the Netflix Raw Arena in the game, even if they make that a DLC at a later point. I want it to be the most up-to-date version. Obviously, the TNA move contract that has been made, we could potentially be getting Joe Hendry, Jordan Green, I've got no name, Jordan Grace, and the Hardys being a TNA pack. It wouldn't be hard to bring the Hardys back into the game either. I'm sure there are models that could just be updated. There's more names that could potentially be included as well, such as Rosie, Tori Wilson, Victoria, Jacqueline, Summer Rae, the Great Carly, Irwin, Shyster, Snoop Dogg, Fit Finley. I've heard Fit Finley a couple of times now. Lash Jakara, Brian Pillman, Afa, Sika, and Armando. A lot of these names are now being talked about various times by different people. Universe mode is going to be extremely different this year, but Bunny wants us to find out, and of course that's what I said. It's going to be similar and returning features as well, but brand new in other parts. Island of Relevancy is pretty much going to be like My Park. Iron Survivor is one of the matches being heavily speculated to be in 2K25, but they're still working on it at the moment. I do think that's probably going to be one of the hardest games that they are, or hardest matches they can implement, just because of the bizarre nature of it. Will we get Penta on launch? No, he's going to be DLC. This looks awesome. The pre-order bonus. Look at that picture on your screen. Could we be getting Rikishi? Could we be getting any of the greats? Rosie, Jamal? Could we be getting different versions of Jay and Jimmy Uso? Could we be getting any of the Anoya dynasty, family dynasty? Who knows? Our prayers have been answered. We're not getting story designer in the way that you think, but definitely it's going to be worth the money because things are happening in universe mode, which looks likely to be able to affect storylines and various different options within the game, which is fantastic. Great Khali makes a return to the game for a long time. And for those of you that are Brock Lesnar fans, he will not be in this year's edition of the game. We've also got massive news on the commentary team. We got Wade Barrett, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves this year. Byron Saxton will not be in this year's edition of the game. So updated commentary makes for a very refreshing time on the game. That is brilliant. Gem mode is extremely different this year. Universe mode, he does correct himself. But more news, we've got Soul Snatcher, Sasuke Special, Avalanche 1916, Avalanche Fisherman Buster, the Twisting Enziguri, the Moonstomp, Sleeper Hole, Diamond Cutter, Charge Up Spear, that's going to be awesome, the Moonsault and Dragon Sleeper. My Rise, My Faction, and my GM are all still in the game as well. So we've still got loads and loads of different game modes. Obviously, a couple more thrown in there with a brand new or a revamped universe mode. We are going to be spoilt rotten this year. Throw in the Bloodline showcase. I cannot wait to get my hands on this year's game, with the likes of Penta being scanned. But make sure you do head on over to our Discord channel, scan that QR code, the link will be in the video description. We can talk about all of this upcoming news. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you do want to subscribe. Bye for now.